92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The girl on the phone for a second date update today says that she went dancing on her first date with the guy that she wants to call. She said they went to a dance class. Didn't specify which kind, so I'm assuming probably out there learning all the new dance moves that the kids are doing out at the clubs, like the foxtrot and the Lindy Hop and the Charleston Chew.
Yeah, that's one.
Is that right, Denise? Is that what you hip cats were out there doing?
No, it was salsa.
Cutting the rug?
Like how she's like, no, you idiot. We were just taking salsa class.
Salsa
okay?
class. Okay, that's a little more boring than what I
that's
thought.
Too bad.
All right, so yeah, it says that you guys went. So you took a salsa class with the guy you want to call today, huh?
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Mark.
Mark. And how did you meet Mark?
We actually met on a dating site.
Were you both already interested in salsa, and that's how you guys linked up?
No, it kind of came about randomly because we were sort of bonding and joking about our past dates and how boring they were, like the usual dinner, whatever, movie, boring thing that never really works out to like a second date. So we kind of were like, if we went out, we would do something totally fun, and salsa dancing is what we came up with.
We would learn the dance of love. Was it fun?
Yeah, I mean, it was super fun. We decided to meet up like a half hour before across the street at a bar, and we had a couple of drinks. We laughed a lot, and, you know, he was really funny, and we had a great time. And we went in to do the dancing, and we were horrible. Like, we were both really bad.
Yeah.
Which could be awesome. I mean, if you're both laughing at yourselves during the whole thing, like, it could really be attractive.
Yeah, exactly. And he had this really great laugh, too, and awesome, like, hair, too, that I just wanted to touch the whole time. But anyway.
Hair. Okay.
Are you the creep that was smelling his hair the whole time?
It was just, like, really, like, soft and fluffy. I don't know.
That's what we get. You know, we do a lot of these second date updates. We rarely have women fawn over a guy's hair, so he must have a fantastic haircut.
It was just, like, the right amount of curl, you know.
Do you like his personality at all, or was it just the hair that did it for you?
Oh, no. Yeah. No, he was great. His personality was awesome. He was really sweet and just, like, made me laugh. I mean, like I said, when we were dancing, we were so bad, and we just made each other laugh the whole time. It was great.
And even though you're bad, I mean, there's still a lot of physical contact in dancing. Was there good chemistry between you two?
I thought so. I mean, it wasn't, like, super mushy romantic, you know, like there wasn't, like, this huge spark, but at the same time, I feel like we were kind of just distracted by the fact that we were salsa dancing and we sucked.
It's probably hard to be romantic and make a lot of eye contact when you're trying to count in your head.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10. Just when you're awkwardly trying to dance, I can understand that. Did you guys do anything other than dance together?
I mean, we danced and then, you know, we went home pretty much right after that, I think it was, like, said goodnight. And that was the sort of weird thing about it. It was like, I was totally down for a kiss, you know, on the first night, but he just gave me a hug.
Did he make any plans with you to see you later? Like, we got to take another class because we're so bad.
I think we kind of were like, oh, yeah, let's meet up again, you know, sort of that casual thing that you do. But, you know, we had talked a lot on the website, so I guess I kind of assumed, too, like we were going to follow up.
You said he gave you a hug at the end. Was it the kind of hug where it's like he moved slow, or was it the kind of hug where he was just like done and didn't want to see you again hug?
I should have, like, really paid attention to that. I guess I was probably too busy, like, just wanting to kind of grab his hair and touch his hair. So I just went in for the hug, and, you know, it was like a hold and release. It was a hold and release.
A hold and release. Okay, so that could be just a moving slow hug then. You didn't ask him for, like, a lock of his hair or anything, because that would have scared him off.
No.
Is there anything awkward that you could think of?
I guess just, like, I was totally expecting a kiss. Like, there was a couple moments, even, like, when we were dancing that I thought, you know, like, when we, you know, you take breaks and you listen to the teacher or whatever, I thought that he was going to kiss me, but he totally didn't. He was just, like, leaning in to, like, say something funny. So that was kind of awkward, but nothing huge, you know.
How long has it been since your date?
Let's see, 2 weeks?
2
maybe?
weeks? And have you talked at all?
No. You know, I sent him a couple of text messages or whatever, but I haven't gotten any response.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update and find out if something happened, okay?
Thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Today's second date update is brought to you by passion. Yes, the kind of passion that comes with salsa dancing. The hips gyrating back and forth and the fast-paced movement of your legs, creating eye contact and love that only two people can share when they salsa dance. Passion. Find it online or somewhere, anywhere. Denise went salsa dancing on her first date with a guy named Mark, but Mark is not calling her back. That's why she's on the phone today to do a second date update. Denise, anything you want to say to us before we call Mark?
No, I guess not. I'm nervous.
You're nervous right now? Are you nervous he's going to say something bad, or what are you nervous about?
No, I mean, I guess I just hope he's not too embarrassed, but whatever. He'll get over it.
Not too embarrassed being on the radio and a second date update?
Yeah.
Or too embarrassed because we know he's a crappy dancer?
We do know that.
The radio thing, yeah.
Okay. All right. And if you're just tuning in for the second date update, they went salsa dancing. They had a fun night. At the end of the evening, he just gave her a hug when she wanted a kiss, but she's really not sure what happened. So let's find out right now by dialing his phone number and getting him on the phone, okay?
Okay, sounds great.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Mark there?
Yeah, this is Mark.
Hey, Mark, how are you? My name is Jubal.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Mark, I don't know if you know who I am or not. I host a morning radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What's going on?
Well, I'm actually calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Okay.
Her name is Denise, and you guys recently went salsa dancing together.
Whoa. What?
Yeah. It's a segment we do on our show. It's called the second date update. So if somebody goes out on a date and then they get blown off, they ask us to get that person on the phone and ask why. So Denise wants to know why you're not calling her back.
Oh, my God. She called a radio station?
Yes, she did.
I knew this was a bad idea.
You knew what was a bad idea, going out with Denise?
Well, sort of. I I feel guilty. There's just like really no future for she and I, I think.
Why do you say that?
Look, I'd really rather not like get into it, but if you talk to her or whatever, definitely tell her she's cool and great, but like nothing's going to happen.
So you thought she was cool and great, but there's no future between you two, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you give me anything more than that?
I don't know.
You said just a second ago that you feel guilty.
Yeah, like, it's just that she's probably not the only girl that, like, feels that way, and...
What do you mean?
It's just that she, like, there have been a lot of sort of one-and-done kind of dates that I've been on recently with, like, a bunch of different girls, and
So you're dating around a lot?
No.
What do you mean, no? You just said that you're taking lots of girls out on dates and not calling any of them back. I mean, that's fine.
They're not, like, dates. I mean, it's not like it's...
How is
what are
salsa
they,
dancing
then?
not a date? That sounds exactly like a date.
Well, even from the get-go, like even beforehand, I don't plan on calling any of them back. Like,
So why go on dates then?
they're not dates. They're not dates. I use the sites. Well, all right. Basically, I'm married.
What?
Whoa!
What did you just say?
Oh!
I'm married. I'm very happily married.
You are not
So then-
obviously very happily married if you're on a dating website going out on dates that you refuse to call dates.
Like, I promise you that my wife and I are very much in love, and I'm not cheating. Like, I don't kiss any of these girls. I don't hook up with them.
You just lonely or something
Basically-
and you want companionship when your wife's at work or something? Like, what's...
No. So my wife and I, our 5-year is coming up, right?
Your 5-year anniversary?
Yeah, our 5-year anniversary. So I had this whole idea that I wanted to do this big surprise for her where basically I've been going out and I've been taking dancing lessons with different women. And these girls are helping me practice, essentially. They're like dancing partners.
You are so full of crap, I can't even believe it. You're trying to tell us that you're just learning how to dance by being on a dating website.
It's kind of smart.
Yes.
You're such a... Oh my God, I want to cuss so so bad.
Honest to God, it's the truth. Look, I mean, I start talking to these girls, whatever. I only go with people that I think I would have a good time with, and then, we go out, we dance, and half the time I even tell them what I'm up to.
So why half the time? Why not tell everybody? Why not just go, hey, I need a partner to dance with because I want to learn to dance for my wife for our anniversary?
Because it's about my wife. It's not about bringing somebody else in on the thing. I'm not trying to include some girl in my 5-year thing.
Why are you on a dating
oh my
website?
God, I'm so frustrated.
Because it's an easy way to meet people. It's people who are willing to go out and have fun.
No.
They want to engage with somebody. And, I could put up some ad on Craigslist, but I might get some creep or some, weirdo.
What are you talking about? You can go to a dancing studio and they find a partner for you.
Well, I've been to classes before where they have an odd number of people, and I just end up standing in the corner, dancing by myself.
So would you say it's accurate that you're faking going on dates then?
No, because I don't think that there's anything that I'm doing on the date that is anything that would lead these girls to believe that there's a romantic thing.
Okay,
Yes, every person on a dating website thinks that there's going to be a romantic thing. That's why they're on the dating website, dude.
Look, I'm telling you, these girls have really fun times. I have a really fun time. I'm not a jerk. I don't treat them poorly. And in my opinion, I think what I'm doing is way better than what most of these guys are doing on these apps and on this stuff anyway, where they're just trying to get hookups. On my profile, too, it doesn't say I'm looking for a relationship. It says I'm just looking to have fun.
So what should I tell Denise then? Oh, hey, sorry, he's married?
If you're going to talk to her, I would hope that you would include that I thought she was really great, and I hope that she can, I'm sure she's going to find a really great guy because she was really cool.
Well, you could actually talk to her because she's actually on the phone listening.
Yeah, you are a f***ing liar and you're crazy.
Yeah.
You need mental health.
What is going on here?
Denise is actually on the phone listening, so she's heard this entire conversation.
Yeah, ass. You used me.
Used you?
You made me believe that you were taking me out on a date. You made me believe that.
Well, if you think back on the conversation, I didn't allude to us dating or anything like that. There was never.
Are you
and I was
kidding me? It's a dating website. Every conversation you have on a dating website is alluding to you dating. What do you think the point is? Just to be friends? Yeah, I don't just talk about hooking up with a guy the entire time. You're trying to get to know each other. There's so much more to it. You're crazy and you're a complete asshole. Thanks for ruining my dating experience.
Look, you are pinning this all on me, and this is not my fault, okay? If you had asked me at all, I would have been totally upfront with you. If you had just said, hey, are you seeing other people? Are you, what's your deal? Are you married? I would have totally been yes, I am married. I love my wife.
Oh my God, it's so dumb.
That is ridiculous. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So dumb.
Yeah, well, other girls asked, and I told them, so.
So there you go.
What?
What are you going to tell your wife? That, oh, honey, just for you, I signed up for a dating website, and I have been going out with random women learning how to dance.
Well, I'll probably, won't tell her that part of it, but what I will say is that I took 4 months of dance classes for her. That I went and spent all this time and energy trying to do something romantic.
Hey, I have to ask the question no matter what. So, Mark, would you like to go out on a second date with Denise? We'll send you guys out again for another salsa dancing class or something.
I need to take more classes, so,
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. Now everything's out in the open, and it'd be, like friends going for a dance class.
Oh.
I think Denise would rather kill you.
I hope your wife leaves you, seriously.
So is that a no?
Yeah, I think that's a very strong no, Mark. Thanks for your time, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck on your dance classes, okay? I hope your wife loves it.
Thank you. I think she will.
All right, and Denise, there you go. That's why you're not getting a call back.
Well, I'm glad I found out, at least.
Well, you should have asked to begin with, apparently, Denise.
Apparently, yeah. For now on, I'm going to ask every date I go on, are you married? Are you just here to fake some bullshit for your wife?
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, see, that second date update is proof. Never do anything to try to impress your wife because no matter what you do, you'll always lose.
Oh, man.
Talking, of course, about the second date update from today. This girl named Denise wanted to call a dude named Mark. They met online. They were going out. They went out to a salsa dancing class, had a fun time, and all of a sudden he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, it turns out Mark has been dating a lot of women off of this website and taking them to salsa classes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't actually think that they're dates. He's just going with these women so that he can learn to dance salsa to surprise his wife for their anniversary.
Yeah, never mind the fact that he doesn't tell anybody that he's married or that he leads them on.
Well, that's not true. He said that there was one girl that asked if he was
one
married,
girl.
and he was
Sorry,
honest, and he
yeah.
said, yes, I am married, and I'm doing this for my wife. Other than that, he's just
What a
duping
catch.
girls into going on dates so that he can have dance partners because he can't do it with somebody that he already knows because they might tell his wife. And so he's basically going on dates
I will
with
say,
women to learn salsa for his wife.
that is the most elaborate excuse for cheating I've ever heard in my life.
But he's not
But he's
cheating.
not cheating.
That's the
Cheating!
thing.
Going on a date with someone else is cheating, you guys. It doesn't matter if there's a physical.
I don't know. I mean, he's
Hands.
not calling him back. He's not carrying on a relationship. He's just going out, doing some dance lessons, and then going home. He didn't do anything with her at the end of the night. Didn't even pretend that they were going to go on another date.
And not telling his wife about it and not telling her how he learned how to salsa dance.
She should be flattered that her husband's hot
Oh, that's
enough
what it is.
Yep.
to get all
I
these
see.
dates
Of
for
course,
her.
you're.
It's like, you know how much work it is to plan all these
this
dates and
poor
go out
man.
with people to learn to dance. And a text in
That
at
is-
78592 says, OMG, I think I danced with Mark once. We took a class. He stepped on my foot and broke my toe. No mad. Just saying his wife should watch out. Another text in at 78592 that says, hey, Marky boy, for your next anniversary, just do what most of us guys do. Throw some jewelry at her and call it a day. See? Just proof. Stop putting in the effort, guys.
Right?
All right?
That is.
You're just going to
good
get you in
evidence.
trouble. All right, remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.